What is happening, everybody? My name's Seven and welcome to another Fortnite video. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe. We're on our way to 70,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the love and support recently. I cannot believe it. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the patch notes for 1.8.2, which is going to include the bush, which I mentioned yesterday. And honestly, I cannot wait to see how this is going to play out. And don't worry, guys, it's not going to be one of those things that's going to be too OP. There are things that are applying to that'll make it a reasonable consumable item in the game, and I'll be talking about that in today's video along with a bunch of other items. Now on Wednesday the 8th of November, which is tomorrow, this will be going live, so when you load up your Fortnite you'll get your download and you'll have to do the over 1 gigabyte upload most likely, or download, whatever it normally is. It tends to be around a few gig, and this is when all these patch notes will actually apply. The number one thing I'd like to say as well, there has been 20 million people playing Fortnite since they released the Battle Royale, and they are so ecstatic about it, and so am I. I cannot believe the positive impact that this has had on so many people. It's a brilliant game. It's only going to get better, and with you guys it's going to expand and expand and expand, and I cannot wait to see where this takes us in the near future. So in this update, let's begin with talking about this new consumable item. As they've stated on their patch notes, which I'll link below, it says hide in plain sight with the new consumable item for Battle Royale, the bush. When you aren't creeping around the world in your new camouflage, check out the season shop. It's filled with so many different seasonal gliders, outfits and harvesting tools. Now they're also continuing to improve the overall experience for players on Fortnite as well, getting rid of some of the bugs and problems, so I'll be talking about what they've changed with the weapons and some of the gameplay as well. So let's get all the information about the bush out of the way and to try and make something a little bit more reasonable. Okay, so a lot of people are going, everyone's going to put this on, it's going to be the, you know, the Fortnite version of a ghillie suit, which it will be, but I believe, and I can't 100% confirm this until it happens, but I do believe this is an item where we won't be able to shoot. I'm hoping so anyway. As long as when we're wearing this consumable we aren't allowed to shoot, then I'm happy with this. And now the reason for that is I feel like this as a ghillie suit would be OP if you could move around, get like a sniper and shoot people with it. I think it would be too OP. I think this needs to be an item for just moving around the map, and it states in the patch note that the bush is a consumable item that you can only find, and only a one-time use item. You can find it in chests and in supply drops only, and it is of legendary rarity. Now when you get this, if you take any damage while wearing it, it disappears, like including from the storm. So if you get caught in the storm, you haven't moved for too long, you will lose this bush camouflage. It will be completely gone. And like I say, I'm hoping that we can't shoot while in it, and it's just something that we could use to move. So a lot of players could maybe, you know, move into that last zone as a bush, hide, but they're not allowed to do any damage. And if they do get spotted and take a bullet, then they lose it and then they're able to shoot. I think that's the fair way of doing this. In addition, like I mentioned before, the seasonal shop, which has been locked for us for quite some time since they did the latest update, where we got the actual leaderboards and we got the leveling system and we got the standard shop where we could buy consumable items. There was the daily rewards where we could buy with our V-Bucks, you know, different costumes, gliders and pickaxes, as well as the weekly refresh, which are the costumes I do in my max V-Bucks videos, where I get to showcase the items to you, and then of course from that showcase you get to see obviously whether you want that outfit. Now they're opening the season shop, which is items that you get for leveling up to entice us to level even more, and in this video I'll be showing you them all. Now the season shop has a new item altogether, so there's 4 new items that are going to be landing, and I'll go through each of them. So the first one you get at level 5. Now this is going to be a really cool looking glider, so you can add this one on. Once you hit level 5 you'll unlock the Aerial Assault 1 glider, and it looks brilliant. I guarantee loads of people will be putting this on, because of course level 5 actually isn't that much. You'll be able to get level 5 with ease. You can play, you know, a couple of games, level up, it's not too bad. So you'll get that without a doubt if you're playing Battle Royale, so no worries about that one. Level 15, you're actually going to unlock an outfit, so you're going to get the Aerial Assault Trooper. It looks absolutely awesome. I love this outfit. It's really, really cool, and it goes really well, of course, with the Aerial Assault 1 glider. Now, this is for level 15, so this will take you a little bit longer to get. You have to get a little bit more XP, but if you're somebody who's playing this regularly, you'll once again will probably get level 15 with ease over the course of the actual season itself. You then also get a Renegade Raider, which is another outfit for level 20. So I'm just over level 20, heading to 35, I think I'm heading to, and that's the next reward I'll show you in a moment. But the Renegade Raider looks awesome. Now, I play a couple of games every day. Some days I actually sit and grind for a couple of hours, and you can gain quite a lot of XP from that. So if you play a couple of games regularly, you'll definitely get a Renegade Raider. And then for level 35, which without a doubt in a week is achievable for the average person, whether you work or whether you've got lots of time off to play the game, you'll definitely be able to get this pickaxe, which is the Raider's Revenge, and it looks beastly. Now, you can just imagine the sort of damage this is going to do to players. It looks brilliant, and I love this concept of the season shop. Not only do we have the leaderboards to compete against with our friends and the 50 random people every week before the leaderboards reset, there's also now going to be rewards for the leveling. Hopefully they get some kind of reward implemented for the actual coming top, second and third in our leaderboards to entice us to actually do that as well, because of course we're going to go for wins anyway to get the XP to level up. So they're the cool items. Let me know in the comments which one you like the most out of those. Do you like the pickaxe, either of the outfits, or do you like that glider that we showed at level 5? Now I'm going to take a look at a bunch of the other patches and a couple of different things that they have actually changed. I'm hoping you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, always fire away with things that you feel like need to be featured in the next patch, so we can actually push that and hopefully the developers see it and get that sorted for the next patch update. So there's some general fixes with the patch notes. They fixed several locational issues. There are a couple of glitches where I've even glitched inside of items, or I've had problem with buildings spawning in, and it sounds crazy because it's really rare, but they've definitely fixed anything where there's some locational set issues. Now, I can imagine also glitches in any areas with like waterfalls, things that I've showcased in the past that wanted to get patched. I think those will be sorted as well. And there's a couple of client crashes where this doesn't happen very often. Probably out of like 100 games, I might get one where my game crashes. So hopefully that doesn't happen at all. Maybe that's even rarer, to the point where maybe every 500 games, say for example, you get a crash. So they've reduced on that. They're definitely working on the optimization. For the weapons, they've done some more weapon changes, and this is going to definitely change our gameplay. So they've adjusted the shotgun fall-off damage. So this is going to be the range of how much it's going to do damage at. So for example, they're going to do 100% of the weapon's potential damage up to 7.68 meters away. So as long as you're that far away from your enemy, you're going to do 100% potential damage as long as your shot actually hits them. In the past update, they accidentally fiddled around with the reduction of the transfer speed from going from standard firing mode to the hip fire mode. They've changed that now, so it previously would take quarter of a second to raise and lower the weapons, but they've now made it 0.4 seconds to raise weapons and 0.45 seconds to lower weapons. So that's going to impact you going into the hip fire, which is the more refined fire mode, and also the standard hip fire without aiming down sight. There's been a weird delayed issue where you couldn't pick up ammunition very well. It was a very delayed thing. They fixed that, and also a recoil bug when you're aiming upwards, and faster aiming down sight towards like a firing section of the opponent as well. So they've sorted the recoil issue, and they've also sorted out the glitch that was happening with the pickup of ammunition. There are also a bunch of different UI, controller and performance and daily challenge updates, but I'll let you click that link in the description if you want to go check those out. You've got some optimization of shadow rendering, you've got the viability calculations for objects that have been previously rendered with your performance of your CPU and GPU. You've also got a bunch of different issues where some people were unintentionally rewarded actual rewards for completed challenges that they weren't meant to get, you know, things like that. There's also some changes with how the controller functions, and a couple of other issues that they had with, like, say for example, the scroll bar for the daily challenges where you couldn't collect rewards properly, and also the loading screen where people couldn't leave when they were going into solo. It said they were going into a squad match, and there was a bunch of other little fiddly bits and bobs, but you can check that out in the description below. If there is anything you feel that needs to be changed in the game to make the game that little bit better, or even drastically better, definitely let me know in the comment section below, because you know me guys, I'm always looking to try and develop this game further and further, because this community is really important, not only to this channel and to me personally, but also to everybody else out there, those 20 million people that have played it. It's absolutely spectacular. I'm so happy for Fortnite. Epic Games have done a great job, and you guys have been absolutely spectacular to me, so I greatly appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on the patch notes, and I will speak to you in the comments. My name's B7, also known as Martin Wood. Like and comment on all that you love. Peace.